Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel if you are new here. In this video, we are going to decorate my tier tray. Well, I take that back. We're going to make decorations for my tier tray. So let's go ahead and get started. So before we do, actually, I'm going to go ahead and show you kind of what all the blanks that I'll be using, and I say blanks with air quotes, only because they're not really blanks, right? I just redo them and then turn them into blanks. So go ahead and take a look at this little picture that I took. I really did this for you guys to see what they look like before all the blanks that you'll see, but also because I needed to play around with all of my quote unquote blanks that I have in my stash. And so I had to play around what would fit, what would not, and all that fun stuff. There's one little change that you'll see in the video as opposed to in that picture, and I'll let you guys know once it comes up, but and I'll explain a little bit here in a second. So let's go ahead and start working on the first project. So in this first project, I have this cute little blank here, and I'm using this gray adhesive vinyl. So I don't even remember, to be quite honest, I don't know like the brand information. Yeah, it doesn't really say. I'll put that there. What brand it is, and because I had this in my stash or in my scrap bin, so I'm not quite sure where it came from. Just because I had it, you know, in there for so long. And I'll be honest, these little dots in the two eyes, they moved around a lot when my Cricut was cutting it. So I don't think I'm going to be able to save my dots to my eye, just because I doubt that I'm going to try to save it as much as I can, but you guys know how it goes with dots, the eyes. Now, I most certainly could do reverse weeding at this point just to save it, but honestly, I'm just not that interested in trying to save it, because sometimes it's just, you know, I pick and choose my battles, right? Okay, here it comes, the first eye. Let me go ahead and try to, yeah, it moved. All right, so I'm not even gonna, I feel like we've all been there. And luckily with chalk paint, you can draw on it. So if I find a gray pen, which I do from my Cricut pens, I could just go ahead and, yeah, see, it's not even gonna want to save. All right, that's fine. Okay. So all of the decor that you'll see in this video, they are just everyday decor. So this is the tier tray that I'm not going to constantly change like the other one I have. You won't see that video. I just made it first, actually, because I was eager to do it's for St. Patrick's Day. So I have 3 tier trays. You've already seen the one in my last video. That was my coffee bar tier tray. And then today's video, this is going to be like my non-seasonal, I mean, I might change it per the season, but I'm not going to change it per the holiday, if that makes any sense. So this is kind of geared towards, and this is like the beginning of February that I'm making this video. And this is, I think this is going to come out at the end of February. So it's still, you know, winter time. However, for us, like summer or spring really starts to hit in March. So I made this geared towards spring just because not so much, like I don't have a lot of like spring designs. They're just, the color scheme is more geared towards spring, just because I don't think I'm going to have time to redo this with all the videos I have to make and all the stuff that I want to do other than focus on my tier trays. Although you guys, I'm having fun making stuff for my tier trays. This is why I have, actually now I have 4 of them, and one's going to go in my bathroom, in the master bathroom, or the primary bathroom, I should say. And so I'll be making another one for the upstairs, so that, stay tuned, that will be coming to my channel. Not sure when that one will get made or even get published to everybody, but anyways, I'm having a lot of fun with this, so I might be my calling. I just love working on the smaller scale of things. Now, Not all the time, but I do a lot of the time. I like to work on this kind of stuff. I just think it's so awesome. Okay, so I'm just looking at this and it looks good. I definitely think I'll come back and add a little dot to the eyes because it's bothering my eye just a little bit. So I'll go ahead and add that there. Make a really thin dot because this is not quite gray, but if you make it light enough or thin enough, it will look like it will match. So anyways, yeah, I think I got this little crooked, but what are you going to do? Just part of the course, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the next one. Okay, this one. So you'll see this house done again, except it's going to be in a different color. It's going to be for my seasonal / holiday tier tray. So I'm excited to bring that to my channel. Like I said, I've already made that one and I'm excited to show you guys that. So if you haven't seen my coffee bar, again, I think it was my last video that I published to you guys. So be sure to take a look at that one. I'll try to add it at the end of the video here just so you can click on it after you're done watch this one. But that one so far has been my favorite. Although this one might be another one of my favorites. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Now this one's kind of intricate because of the small letters. So this is what the part that I was telling you guys that I love working with stuff on the smaller scale. However, this is one of the downfalls is when you work with such small letters, it becomes a little bit harder to weed, and that's when the reverse weeding really comes into play. But I'm gonna see if I can avoid doing that. Not that I absolutely hate it, just sometimes it's just a little bit easier not to have to reverse weed. So go ahead and scrape that down. But yeah, so as I was saying, I have now 4 tier trays, one in my primary bathroom, and then I had just got the tray today, so I haven't even taken it out of the box yet to assemble it. And then actually I got it from Amazon, and it was in such poor condition. So I asked them to send me a new one. I actually just sent them the original one back, and I haven't had time to open up the box to see if this one is in bad shape. So hopefully, here's hoping that it's not going to be in terrible shape. But anyways, I'm really excited about that tier tray. So then this one just says our nest. I really like that. Okay, very good. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Okay, so we just got these first 2 done. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Next one is this blank here. But before I get into it, I found another favorite paint of mine. It is this paint by Folk Art. I am so excited. I found it at Hobby Lobby and I just absolutely fell in love with it. Okay, so I don't know if I mentioned this, so forgive me if I did, and I know it's going to seem silly that you're probably thinking, really, you don't remember? It was 2 projects ago. I had to recut this, and I had to edit the original part out. So I did this already, and I had to edit it out because it was really crooked. So I am redoing it. So I'm being completely transparent. I am just it's just everyday crafting, this is just, it happens. And I most certainly could have kept it in my video, but, I wasn't happy with it. And it's not like I'm trying to hide that I'm a imperfect crafter. That's not so much why. It's just, I just thought I would rather just show you something a little bit better than what I produced. So here I am doing it for the second time, but for you all the first time. So with that being said, I had to do a couple things and then come back and recut this. So I can't remember if I mentioned it or not. But this tier tray that I am doing is just a non-seasonal, I should say not seasonal, but non-holiday inspired tier tray. It is a seasonal tier tray. And so that means is I'm not decorating this tier tray per the holiday like my other one that you'll be seeing for St. Patrick's Day. I just got that one. Actually, I didn't get it. I just repurposed it for a seasonal tier tray. And that is going to be for holidays. This one is going to be for just seasonal. So a lot of, for this is just going to be for spring. And then when summer comes, I'll do it for summer. And of course, if, I decided that I just don't really like it, because summer really, down here in the South, it lasts forever. So I might end up changing it again, just because I really enjoy doing these tiered tray decorations, decor. So I might end up redoing it or adding more to it or taking away and then changing up a few elements that I didn't really enjoy. So that is what I am doing. And anyway, I say this to say that I so that is, so that's what I wanted to say. Again, I can't remember if I said it already or not, because I don't know at what point I said this. I don't know if I said it when I was working on this one in the video. And I actually, it was permanent vinyl, and it ripped up my paint. So I ended up having to paint it, and then I had to recut it. And so, yeah, I don't remember, and I don't want to take down my camera to kind of figure out where I left it in the video. So again, I apologize if I already said it already. But it's just the way the business of crafting is. Sometimes they turn out great, and other times they're a total disaster. So on the theme of being completely transparent, so the whole reason why I started all over again, because I actually originally was going to leave this in the video. It's only slightly crooked, and I was like, you know what, if it bothers my eye, I'll redo it. So I just left it I was going to leave it in the video. So then I started working on this other project. Not this one, it's a different one. In fact, I'll bring it in. It was this blank, and I had something really cute on there, and I was using this vinyl, and it was not, oh my gosh, it was a disaster. It was just like the vinyl would not behave right, and then it was just one thing after another. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna recut it, retry it. And so this is why I was like, you know what, since I'm doing that, might as well redo this one. And then that way I can add both of them in the video. So I started the video, cut everything out, and then I started the video again to work on this one over here. And oh my gosh. And I'm using a different vinyl. So I was using this vinyl, but now I was using a different vinyl. And that was even a bigger disaster. And I said, all right, you are just not meant to be in my tray. So you might see this squeezed in another video. It's not going to be today. It's not going to be in this video. I'm a little upset. I have some hard feelings towards this little blank here. And it has nothing to do with the blank. It has everything to do with this darn vinyl that I'm currently working on right now. And so I'm like, you know what? It just was not meant to be. And it will be in a different video, so you will see it again. And I'm going to use a different vinyl or I'm going to use a different design because the font was really super small. And I think that was part of the problem. I also was reusing transfer tape. That was another issue. And I was doing reverse weeding. And yeah, just a lot of issues, a lot of problems. So I am just it is what it is, you know? That's just the nature of the beast, right? Okay. Okay, here we go. Go ahead and peel that back. There we go. There we go. I think that turned out a lot better. The other one, when I redid it, this was going, no, I think it was going uphill. Anyways, it was either going slanted downward or upward, but nonetheless, it's done the right way. And even if it's not, it's just going to be what it is, right? And I'll go ahead and do something with this in a different video, just because I am just a little over this one in particular. So, okay, let's go ahead and move on before I go off on a tangent about that again. Okay, let me clean up my space and we'll bring in another one. Okay, so I only got, I think, 2 adhesive projects and then non-vinyl projects. So this one, okay, so in the picture that you guys saw of just me trying to figure out what blanks I was going to use and a position, you would see this one. I really liked how it turned out. However, the painting was not turning out the way it was supposed to, so I had to I'll have to redo it or end up, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But so instead of doing this one, I moved on to this. I don't have a picture of what was on there, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, this was from their Christmas. So it was a Christmas table decor. And what I did was I painted it that foggy green color, and I didn't touch the sides. I just left it on top of the beaded work here, and then of course here. So, and it's an imperfect painting job, and I did that on purpose. I just wanted it to be a little bit I don't know, rustic and it's distressed in a way, so without having to distress it. So that is why you'll see it not completely painted around. And I apologize, I am using the Cricut brand. I must have grabbed this accidentally instead of the Oracal brand, because it doesn't have the blue backer. So this one's probably not going to be as fun to watch the weeding process. Let me know in the comment section if you like to watch your favorite crafter or YouTuber, if you like to watch their reverse weeding and I'm on this whole kick of reverse weeding. I mean, just weeding in general. If you like to watch the weeding process, I absolutely love to watch the weeding process. I try not to look at people's thumbnails before watching, because I just like to see it all how it comes together. So that is why I try not to look at people's thumbnails. But anyways, let me know, because I don't want to know if I'm the only person that really enjoys that part, or is it the part that you're like, okay, I'm going to fast forward through it. Just let me know if you like it or not. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like, it becomes a little bit boring if you don't get the weeding process in. Only because, like, then you're just seeing a person apply vinyl to the blank, right? And that's not, I don't know, to me that's just not fun. So let me know if you guys fast forward through the weeding part, or you're just like, yeah, no, I love to watch this part of the process. I might end up just doing a little poll just to see, what everyone likes. Not that I don't know if I'm willing to like not put it in my video, but maybe when I'm trying to do a quick craft, maybe I'll skip that part. I don't know. Sometimes I'll skip through it if I'm having an issue weeding it out, or if I have something like this in this case, but kind of wanted to use this kind of chit chat anyways. So anyways, I'm just kind of curious to see, everyone's opinion on that. So let me know in the comment section if you like that part in the video. And also let me know your favorite YouTuber who you like to watch on YouTube when it comes to Cricut crafting. And let's go ahead and peel that back carefully. Okay, very good. So here I'm just going to kind of determine if there's a particular side I want to be the bottom, and there really isn't. So I wanted to do, instead of the darker gray, I wanted to do white just to bring in the white background, if you will. And it just says, "Bless this home." Okay. Scrape that down. I actually have a few more of this design, not the design, but the blank here. Again, I got it from Hobby Lobby and I got it from the Christmas section. I really liked the design that was originally on here. That's why I kept one for Christmas. So I won't be, you know, crafting with that. But yeah, oh, I really like that. That turned out super pretty. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the last adhesive vinyl. In fact, actually, we're going to do that one. We'll do that one last, actually. So I'm going to put that there. And just to kind of, so you guys can see, I know it might be off camera a little bit. This next one, this is not going to have any adhesive vinyl. So this one is just going to have the letter D for our last name. And I'm going to use some foam squares here, but I think what I'll have to do is I'll have to cut them. So let's go ahead and add this letter D to this. And again, I'm just kind of, I left the sides white just so that way it ties in the white as well. And then of course the gray. Now this is not as dark as that gray, but I thought it was going to tie it in pretty well. And you're going to see how it's also going to tie in another decor that we're going to be doing. This next one, you guys seen this before in my Christmas videos. I made everybody a house and had their letter of their last name. So I thought for this one, I'm going to do one for myself. And I used the same gray. And do I have that gray? I do have this gray. It is this one here. It is called Yesteryear. So, I think that is a Michael's, no, that's Hobby Lobby, but I don't know if they still sell that kind of brand. But anyways, I'm sure you can find something very familiar with that. But for this, I'm actually just going to add this cute little heart, and I just distressed around the sides, and then I'm going to add that heart. So I'm going to add some buffalo check just to bring that in, just because, well, is it really farmhouse inspired without the buffalo check, right? Okay, so my idea for this is to go ahead and put that here on the back like this, and then I'm going to wrap around. So I think this is good enough. Okay. Yep. I think that's good. I don't need this anymore. I think what we'll do is get an idea for placement, which I think that's good. Okay. And then I'll wrap that around such as that. Okay, just looking at it, make sure I like it. Okay, I do like it, so I'm going to bring in my Beacon Fabri-Tac glue and go ahead and glue that down. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply some glue there. And I'm also going to go ahead and glue that down because I don't think I had enough. Okay, so that's, while that's drying, go ahead and push that down. Perfect. Okay, so I like that. And then I don't know, this is just some twine. And I don't know if, let me go ahead and remove that, if this is going to be too much. I don't know if I'm going to like it or not. My idea was to wrap some twine around the front of this a few times. So let me go ahead and, yeah, I like it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And then I was thinking of adding this cute little bow to that. So let's go ahead and I'm just letting this thing dry here on the back. And what I did for stability purposes, now this is, if you had hot glue, you wouldn't have to do this, but I'm just doing this so that way. I used some double-sided tape to help hold this back, and I probably won't let it go. And to be honest, no one's going to see the back anyways. It's actually going to be kind of hidden from being able to see the back. So this is just, that's what that's there for. So I am going to put that there so that way I don't get it on my craft mat. I would rather get it on that, something I'm going to end up throwing away anyways. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my, a little nice little bubble going on here. My little heart. And then I'm just going to kind of find a good place I want to put it. So I think that's good. And then that will eventually, go ahead and peel that up. Okay, and that will eventually dry and be good to go. Let me put, I like to have it on an angle. No, I don't. I lied. Very good. And that's it. And so no adhesive vinyl necessary. We don't need any words on this one. And I think that turned out super cute. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the last craft of the project, and then we'll see what they all look like all together. Okay, our last one is this cute round here. And again, it's the same color as the rest of them, and I went ahead and found a wreath that I really liked and added a cute little phrase to it. So I will say today is just not a good night for me and my weeding. I've been having issues one after another. And I think it's because I was thinking that this was going to go smoothly or go fast, given the amount of crafts I had on my table today. And I'm recording a bunch of videos right now. So this is my second video that I had recorded, and I'm thinking, and I did a tier tray earlier for St. Patty's Day, and I was thinking that this was just, all of it was going to go fast. And the first one did actually go pretty well, I will admit. But the rest, oh my goodness. I don't know if it's because I was rushing. Like I said, I don't know if, gosh, oh, you guys, I thought I actually cut something I wasn't supposed to. Okay. So it's just been one problem after another, and now I'm kind of debating on whether I should actually just post this video. It's just been a disaster. Normally I get so excited to show you guys. I just want to release all my videos. But that would not be good. So anyways, I say that to say that this is not a video that I'm excited to post. Just because I'm not happy with some of the things, but you know what? It's real life crafting and it happens. Sometimes, you know, the crafts go really well and you're just loving how they turned out. And then sometimes they just like, oh, this is not as great as I thought it was going to be. Like, for example, I think a couple things I'm not too excited about, but I'm going to sit on it and I'm going to leave it in the video. And I'll go through which one I was not a fan of, and that you might see it in a video that I'm going to redo, in case you're curious. You know, you just have something in your head, you're thinking, oh, this is going to look great, and it just did not turn out good. That is kind of how I feel on some of these projects. But like I said, I am not going to waste the vinyl, and I'm not going to waste my time either. So I'm going to keep it, and then if I don't like it, I will redo it when I have the time. I think it's kind of ironic that I was just complaining about how I wasn't happy with how everything turned out, and it just, my last one just happens to say, be happy. So that is just what I'm going to do. And this one, for some reason, this is a SVG. Well, it's from Design Space, and there are two different things. Like the Wreath is one design, and then the Be Happy, I think it came with a few other things. And you know, I'm going to use another transfer tape because this has some of the paint that got pulled up from another project. So I think what I'll do is not use that, just because I've been having issues with this transfer or this vinyl. So I am not going to play around with this vinyl anymore. Oh goodness. You know, that's just the way it happens. Okay. So anyways, I am just going to be happy. But so going back to this. So yes, there's not a little part that I got to weed out there. It was just part of the design. And I thought about maybe making some type of shape like that to have like a little bit of an opening there, just because to me it looks like it just needs to be weeded out. And I'm just like, you know what? Nope. I'm just going to be happy with the design and leave it the way it is. Okay. All right, perfect. You guys, last one is usually the troubled one. All right, so then I will go ahead and move this over so I have some more wiggle room. And then I just made this a little bit smaller. Okay, I think we got it. Okay. Go ahead and peel that back. Now, for some reason, it cracked right here, like crackled, if you will. I don't know why, but I actually kind of like it. It's different. Very good. So it just says, be happy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have this, and I thought that I could somehow use this, in this, so switch it out basically. I don't know if it's going to work, but we sure will give it a try. I do have some twine that I can rethread it, but if I can avoid doing that, I'm going to avoid doing that. Okay, so go ahead and I feel like this is going to be the easier one since it's longer. Okay, y'all, I tried my best. I got it done. Unfortunately, I had to forego one of the beads in order to get this looped around, and I was trying my hardest, but I could not. I had to take one of the beads out. So we're a little bit, I don't know, 2, 1, 3, so it doesn't really make any sense, but you know what? it is what it is. But overall, I just think they turned out super cute, and despite some major issues. So, okay, here's what I have to say. I really like how they all turned out. They all turned out super cute, and I'm definitely going to sit on this whole thing. But I guess what I'm not happy with are a few things. I'm going to come back to this one. I hate to say it, but I am just not a fan of how this is turning out. I really don't think it fits in well with the buffalo check, and of course this ribbon in particular. And I'm also just not liking this one. It's a little bit too plain, but it might be plain enough, if that makes sense. To you know, because there's going to be a lot going on. So, and then this one, of course, I'm really upset that there is nothing that I could have done to add that. Actually, that'd be kind of cute to, if this was big enough. But I was just, all right, just thinking of another, maybe that could be like a Mother's Day gift for my mom or something, but I don't know. Anyways, probably not. But so I was a little disappointed that this didn't pan out, but this will be added in another video, so stay tuned for that. I'll add that a little bit later on, just not today in this video, but just because I just don't have time to do that, but I want to get this video all wrapped up. Anyways, so let's go ahead and take a look at what the tier tray ended up looking like. Okay guys, here it is. I really loved how this turned out. And I just have to say that this is it. I didn't like it at first, wasn't really liking how things were turning out, but I think now that it's decorated, I absolutely love it. Let me know what you guys think. All right, thanks for watching. And that is how it all turned out. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you gain some inspiration. Thanks for watching. Bye.